Welcome back to JF Coin, your ultimate destination for discovering rare and valuable coins that could be hiding right in your pocket change. Today, get ready to dive deep into one of the most intriguing coins in U.S. coinage history, the 1996 Lincoln penny. Yes, you heard that right. A regular-looking 1996 Lincoln cent, the kind you might just walk past or toss into a jar, could actually be worth a jaw-dropping $585,336 on the collector's market. Want to know how, why, and what makes this penny so special? Then stay tuned, because what you're about to learn could literally put money in your hands. Before we uncover the mystery of the 1996 Lincoln penny, let's take a brief journey through time. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person. The coin was instantly popular, a symbol of honesty, leadership, and the enduring American spirit. Over the decades, it has seen several design changes, composition updates, and mint mark variations, but its popularity has never faded. Fast forward to the 1990s, the Lincoln cent was still circulating widely, but what collectors didn't realize at the time is that some of these coins, especially the ones from 1996, would go on to become rare treasures. Let's zoom in on the 1996 Lincoln penny. At first glance, it looks just like any ordinary coin, copper-plated zinc, featuring Lincoln's bust on the front and the Lincoln Memorial on the back. But appearances can be deceiving. Among the millions of pennies struck in 1996, a few rare error coins slipped through the cracks. These error coins are what make collectors go crazy, and these are the pennies that are now being valued at over $500,000. So, what kind of errors are we talking about? Double die obverse. Some 1996 pennies were struck with doubled images, especially on Lincoln's date, eyes, or the inscriptions. Like these are extremely rare and command high premiums. Off-center strikes. Some pennies were struck improperly, resulting in partial designs or completely misaligned images. A 1996 penny with 50% off-center strike and visible date can be worth thousands alone. Wrong planchet errors. Even rarer are the coins struck on the wrong type of metal. A few 1996 Lincoln cents were accidentally struck on dime or foreign coin blanks, and if you find one of these, you're sitting on gold, high-grade mint state coins. Most pennies go through circulation and get damaged. But if you have a mint state 67 or higher 1996 penny, especially with a red designation, its value skyrockets. Let's talk facts, real numbers and real sales. In a recent Heritage Auctions listing, a 1996 Lincoln penny graded MS68RD fetched a mind-blowing price of $585,336. Why? Because it was the only one known in that pristine condition. When a coin is the highest graded example known to exist, that's called a collectors with deep pockets fight to own it. Other high-grade 1996 pennies have sold for $2,000 to $15,000 for MS67RD with strong eye appeal. $3,000 to $7,000 for double die examples. $500 to $3,000 for rare off-center or wrong planchet strikes. Even circulated error coins from 1996 can sell for $50 to $300 depending on rarity and demand. So the next time you check your spare change or dig through that old coin jar, don't ignore the 1996 penny. It might just be a six-figure fortune hiding in plain sight. You're probably wondering, how do I know if my 1996 penny is worth thousands? Look at the date closely. Use a magnifying glass or a coin microscope to look for doubling in the letters and numbers. Check for misalignments. Is the design centered? Is anything missing? A partial strike could mean value. Consider the color. Red coins are more valuable than brown or red-brown. Get it graded. If your coin looks flawless or you suspect an error, send it to PCGS or NGC, the two most trusted grading companies. A high grade can multiply your penny's value exponentially. Auction or sell smart. Don't rush. Contact major auction houses like Welcome Back to JF Coin, your #1 destination for rare coin discoveries, hidden treasures in your pocket change, and untold coin values that could change your life forever. Today's episode is one of the most exciting we've ever made because we're going deep into the world of Lincoln pennies, and not just any Lincoln penny. We're talking about the 1996 Lincoln penny that has made headlines for being worth an eye-watering $585,346 in today's market. Yes, you heard that right. A small copper coin you might overlook in your change jar or at the bottom of your drawer could be a life-changing fortune waiting to be discovered. So don't go anywhere, you might just be sitting on a gold mine. Let's talk history. The 1996 Lincoln penny. The Lincoln penny has been a part of American currency since 1909, introduced to honor the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. The 1996 Lincoln penny is part of this long-standing tradition, but it holds a special place in the eyes of collectors. Minted during a time of high production and increasing coin errors, this particular year stands out for several key reasons. The obverse, or front, features the classic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, while the reverse displays the Lincoln Memorial, a design introduced in 1959 to replace the original wheat ears. But what makes the 1996 penny so valuable? Let's dive into the details. Minting and metal composition. The 1996 penny, like most modern pennies, was made with a copper-plated zinc composition. Weighing about 2.5 grams, it contains just actual copper. Over 6 billion pennies were minted that year across 3 major mints, Philadelphia, Denver, San Francisco, mostly for proof sets with such high mintage numbers. You might assume these pennies are too common to be valuable, but that's where the story gets interesting. Why some 1996 Lincoln pennies are worth a fortune. Among the billions of coins struck in 1996, a tiny number have shown extraordinary errors, unique varieties, and perfect grading conditions that turn a simple 1-cent coin into a collectible worth hundreds of thousands. Double die obverse. Some 1996 pennies display visible doubling on the IN God, we, or even Lincoln's eye. These are known as double die errors, and when clear and dramatic, they are highly prized. Off-center strikes, pennies struck or even more off-center become instant rarities. The more dramatic the shift without losing the date, the more valuable it becomes. Clipped planchet, a rare error where part of the penny is off during production. These can range from minor clips to dramatic crescent shapes, and collectors love them. High-grade uncirculated coins. The higher the grade, the rarer the coin. A 1996 Lincoln penny graded MS-69 read by PCGS or NGC can fetch tens of thousands of dollars due to its near-perfect condition. Proof coins from San Francisco, deep cameo proof coins with no blemishes, especially those graded PR70 DCAM, are extremely rare and valuable. The legendary $585,346 sale. What made it so special? Now let's get to the real showstopper. The 1996 Lincoln penny that sold for an astonishing $585,346. This particular coin wasn't just rare, it was nearly flawless. Experts believe it was a mint state 69 red penny, with an incredible luster, no visible marks, and perfectly struck detail. It was likely a first strike specimen, meaning it was one of the first coins struck from a fresh die, resulting in crisper design features. Moreover, this coin may have also featured a rare transitional error, possibly struck on a foreign planchet or with unusual die characteristics, making it a true one-of-a-kind piece. Collectors and investors alike bid ferociously at a high-profile auction, and the hammer price of $585,346 shocked the coin world. How to check if you have a rare 1996 Lincoln penny? Go grab your old jars, boxes, or even those forgotten change piles. You might just find a hidden treasure waiting. Here's how to check. Check for off-center strikes or clipped planchets. Look for unusually shiny coins, they might be proofs. Inspect the edges and rims. Clean and strong rims are signs of higher grade coins. If you find something promising, send it to PCGS or NGC for professional grading. Even if your coin doesn't reach $500,000. Many 1996 pennies are regularly selling for $50, $100, $1,000, and even $10,000 plus, depending on condition and error type. Current market trends, July 2025. As of now, the 1996 Lincoln penny market is hot, with collectors worldwide turning to U.S. coins, especially Lincoln cents, as investments and historical artifacts. Demand is climbing. common MS-65 red coins are selling $4.30, $50 MS-67 plus red examples can go for $1,500 to $3,000. Rare varieties like DDO or off-center are fetching proof coins graded PR70 DCAM are being auctioned for the ultimate, that one-of-a-kind near-perfect specimen. Still holding strong at $5.85, $3.46. Final thoughts from JFCON. This is the kind of story that keeps our passion alive, a tiny penny that once sat in someone's pocket now making headlines as one of the most valuable Lincoln cents in modern history. At JF Coin, we believe that knowledge is power, and you never know what piece of change might change your life. So take a moment today. Check your change. Dig through those old jars. You might just be holding a piece American history worth a fortune. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1996 Lincoln penny, make sure to smash that like button, leave a comment if you found a rare penny, and subscribe to JF Coin for more eye-opening coin stories, current values, price updates, and expert insights. We'll be back with more rare coin secrets that the world needs to know. Until th. Welcome back to JF Coin, the treasure chest of rare coins, hidden gems, and shocking values that could be hiding in your pocket change right now. If you're a coin collector, a history lover, or just someone who enjoys discovering valuable finds, then this video is going to be a real eye-opener. Because today, we're diving into one of the most underrated and misunderstood coins in American history, the 1996 Lincoln penny. That's right. A penny. Just 1 cent. But what if I told you that this small copper-colored coin from 1996 could be worth not just a few bucks, not just a few $100s, but as much as $585,347 in today's market? Yes, you heard it correctly. Over $500,000. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for, how to check your own coins, and why some 1996 Lincoln pennies are fetching jaw-dropping prices at auctions and private sales. You won't want to miss this. Let's get started. First, let's talk about the origins and history of the Lincoln penny. The Lincoln cent was introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person instead of Lady Liberty, and it replaced the Indian head cent. Since then, it has seen several design changes, metal composition changes, and minting variations, but the Lincoln portrait has remained. Fast forward to 1996, a seemingly ordinary year in the world of pennies. Most people wouldn't give a second glance to a 1996 Lincoln cent. After all, over 6.6 billion of them were produced across 3 mints, Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. But here's where it gets exciting. Among these billions of coins, a very small number were minted with unique errors, rare die varieties, and eye-catching features that make them extraordinarily valuable today. Let's talk about the different types of 1996 Lincoln pennies you should keep an eye on. First up, the 1996 double die obverse. This is where the magic begins. A double die obverse happens when the coin die itself is struck twice during the manufacturing process, creating a doubling effect on the coin's design. In the 1996 Lincoln penny, this can be seen in the words "In God We Trust," "Liberty," or the date 1996 itself. When this doubling is sharp and clear, it's a collector's dream. Depending on the strength of the doubling and the condition of the coin, these can sell anywhere from $100 to several $1,000s. Next is the off-center strike. A 1996 penny that was struck off-center, where part of the design is missing or skewed due to a misalignment during minting, can also be extremely valuable. The more off-center it is, the rarer it becomes. If the coin is still in great shape and has about 40 to 60% of the design visible, it could fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars, especially if Lincoln's portrait is still visible. Then we have the 1996 Lincoln penny with clipped planchets. These are coins where a piece of the metal blank is literally missing due to a mechanical error. These can be easy to spot and are highly collectible. A clipped planchet penny from 1996 in mint condition can easily go for over $250 too, and sometimes more if it's an extreme clip or a double clip. But the real crown jewel, the absolute king of 1996 Lincoln pennies, is the 1996 Lincoln penny struck on the wrong planchet. This is the type of minting error that happens when a blank from a different denomination, like a dime or a foreign coin, is accidentally fed into the penny press. The result? A 1-cent coin struck on the wrong metal. These coins are ultra-rare. One such coin, in pristine mint state condition, struck on a foreign planchet, sold at auction for an astounding $585, $347. Now let's talk about grading, because condition is everything in the world of coin collecting. Coins are graded on a scale from poor to mint state. If your 1996 Lincoln penny has luster, no scratches, no stains, and looks like it just left the mint, then you're potentially sitting on a gold mine. An MS 67 or higher graded rare variety can multiply in value exponentially. Still wondering how these coins can be worth so much money? Well, the answer lies in a combination of rarity, condition, and collector demand. In the world of numismatics, just one error, one variation, or one perfect strike can make the difference between face value and a life-changing fortune. Now let's look at some recent sales and current market values. A normal 1996 penny in circulated condition is only worth about 1 to 5 cents. But once you add an error, double die, off-center strike, or a high mint state grade, the value can skyrocket. For example, a 1996 double die obverse in MS 65 recently sold for a 1996 off-center strike with 60% off-center sold for $37.50. A 1996 penny struck on a dime planchet sold at a rare coin auction for, and the ultra-rare foreign planchet error sold for that jaw-dropping $585,347. Making headlines in the numismatic world. So now you might be asking, how do I check my coins? The good news is, you don't need expensive equipment. Start by gathering your 1996 pennies and looking at them closely under a strong magnifying glass. Look for unusual shapes, doubled letters, missing parts, shiny surfaces, and strange metal coloring. If anything looks out of the ordinary, you could be on to something. To get the most accurate information, consider submitting your coin to a professional grading company like PCGS or NGC. Their certified grading and authentication can dramatically increase the value of your coin on the market. Before we wrap up, let me remind you, these treasures are not just in coin shops or museums. They could be sitting in your jar spare change, tucked away in an old drawer, or forgotten in a coin roll from the bank. The thrill of the hunt is real, and the rewards can be truly life-changing. So go ahead, check your coins. You might just discover a 1996 Lincoln penny worth over $500,000, and if you do, remember you heard it first here on JF Coin, your #1 source for coin collecting secrets, rare finds, and hidden wealth. If you found this video interesting, helpful, or just exciting, smash that like button, subscribe to JF Coin, and turn on all notifications so you never miss a rare opportunity again. Share this video with your friends and family, because someone you know might be holding onto a fortune without even realizing it. Stay curious, stay informed, and keep checking those coins. This is JF Coin. Welcome back to JF Coin, the place where every penny might just make you rich. If you've ever found a 2005 Lincoln penny in your pocket change and thought it was just another coin, think again. Because what if I told you that this ordinary-looking copper coin could be worth over $500,000 today? That's right, a staggering $585,348. Yes, you heard that correctly. So sit tight, grab your coin jars, and keep watching, because in this video we are diving deep into one of the most surprising coins in United States history, the 2005 Lincoln penny. We'll explore its fascinating background, production details, rare varieties, collector demand, and most importantly, how you might have one sitting in your own home right now. Let's start by taking a step back into the rich legacy of the Lincoln penny. First introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary President Abraham Lincoln's birth, this coin marked the very first time a real historical figure appeared on a circulating U.S. coin. For over a century, the Lincoln cent has remained a fixture in American currency. While many different designs have come and gone in U.S. coinage, the Lincoln penny has endured, evolving through the decades from its original wheat ears reverse, to the memorial design in 1959, and eventually to the shield design in 2010. Now, fast forward to the year 2005, a seemingly ordinary year. But coin experts and collectors now recognize that something very unusual happened at the Denver Mint that year. A small number of 2005 Lincoln cents emerged with striking errors, rare variations, and incredibly high-quality strikes that make them not only collectible but shockingly valuable. The 2005 penny was struck at the United States Mint in Denver, Colorado. The mint mark just below the year on the obverse of the coin signifies this origin. That year, the Denver Mint produced hundreds of millions of Lincoln cents, but only a few of them are now grabbing the attention of coin dealers and auction houses across the country. So, what makes one 2005 penny worth just 1 cent, while another is valued at more than $500,000? The answer lies in several powerful factors: mint errors, condition, grade, and rarity. Let's talk about what sets the rarest 2005 Lincoln cents apart. One of the most valuable 2005 pennies ever discovered featured an extremely rare die error, a misalignment during the minting process that caused a dramatic doubling effect known as A on Lincoln's face and the inscriptions. In other cases, off-center strikes, die cracks, cuds, or coins struck on the wrong planchet entirely have been identified. Another key element: the coin's grade. When a 2005 penny is graded by a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC and receives a grade of MS69 or even MS70, which signifies a nearly perfect coin with no visible flaws even under magnification, its value can skyrocket. One such penny, verified and authenticated by grading experts, recently sold at auction for an astonishing $585, $348. So how can you tell if your 2005 Lincoln penny is worth a fortune? Here's what to check for: sharp, clear details with no signs of wear. This means it might be in mint state. Look closely for any signs of doubling in the lettering, especially, and examine Lincoln's face and shirt collar. Any doubling or odd textures might indicate an error coin. Hold the coin at different angles under a bright light. A perfect luster and brilliant shine could mean your coin has never been circulated. If your coin looks unusual in any way, heavier, lighter, darker, misaligned, it might have been struck on the wrong planchet. If you find anything suspicious or exciting, don't hesitate. Take your coin to a professional dealer or submit it to a grading service for evaluation. You never know, that one penny might just change your life. The collector market for error coins and ultra-high-grade Lincoln cents has exploded in recent years. With the rise of online auctions, private collectors, and numismatic investment, the demand for rare modern coins has never been higher. In 2025, the current estimated market value of the top condition 2005 Lincoln penny stands at a jaw-dropping $585, $348. Let that sink in for a moment. 1 cent, $500,000. That's the power of rarity, condition, and timing. Coins like these are highly sought after not just for their monetary value, but because they tell a story of how something as small as a penny can become a piece of American history. Don't just take our word for it. Auction houses like Heritage Auctions, Great Collections, and Stack's Bowers have recorded sales of modern pennies reaching into the tens and hundreds of thousands of dollars. The $585,348 sale of a pristine 2005 Lincoln penny shocked the collecting world and proved once again that even pocket change can become treasure. And remember, coin prices continue to climb as interest grows and available high-quality coins disappear into private collections. If you own one, now may be the perfect time to have it appraised. So, do you have a 2005 Lincoln penny lying around? Have you checked your change jar, your drawers, your piggy bank, or your car's cup holder? Because if you haven't yet, now is the time, and if you find one, share your story with us. Drop a comment below and let us know what rare coins you've discovered. We love hearing from our community, and who knows, you might just be featured in our next video. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the incredible value of the 2005 Lincoln penny, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another episode from JF Coin. We bring you the rarest coins, the hidden treasures, and the stories that show how money is more than just currency, it's history in your hands. Thank you for watching JF Coin. Welcome back to JF Coin, the ultimate destination for coin lovers, collectors, and treasure hunters. If you're into coin collecting or just curious about rare coins that could be sitting right inside your piggy bank or coin jar, then you're in the right place. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most overlooked coins in American pocket change, the humble Lincoln penny from 2012. Yes, you heard that right. A coin that many of us have probably tossed into tip jars, coin counters, or simply ignored on the sidewalk might be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. Imagine a 1-cent coin that recently sold for a staggering $585,349. That's more than the price of a luxury sports car, a new home, or a full college education. But what makes this 2012 Lincoln penny so valuable? What should you be looking for in your own collection? And why is the coin market going crazy over this specific year? Stay tuned, because this episode is packed with everything you need to know about the 2012 Lincoln penny, its history, types, errors, and what makes some of them worth a fortune. Let's get into it. The Lincoln cent, also known as the Lincoln penny, has a long and rich history. First introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, it was the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure. Fast forward to 2012, and this penny had already undergone several transformations, from the original wheat reverse to the Lincoln Memorial and then the modern Union Shield design, introduced in 2010. By 2012, the penny had become a staple in American pockets, but few knew that hidden among the millions produced were a tiny number of valuable treasures. In 2012, the U.S. Mint continued producing Lincoln pennies at 3 different facilities: Philadelphia, San Francisco, mostly for collectors. Each of these mints produce different types of coins, and subtle differences can mean the difference between a coin that's worth 1 cent and one that's worth over $500,000. Most 2012 Lincoln pennies are worth face value, just 1 cent, but some rare examples have fetched astronomical prices due to mint errors, pristine condition, or unique features. A few coins graded at MS-69 or MS-70 have sold for hundreds and even thousands of dollars, but the record-breaking 2012 Lincoln penny that shocked the coin world? It was one of the finest known examples, with rare characteristics and an unusual mint error that caught the attention of top collectors. Let's break it down. Here's what makes a coin skyrocket in value: double dies, off-center strikes, die cracks, clipped planchets, transitional errors. One known 2012 penny had a dramatic die clash, with design elements from both sides of the coin imprinted where they shouldn't be. That made it ultra-rare. Grade and condition: coins are graded from 1 to 70. A perfect grade of MS-70 means a flawless coin with no visible imperfections, even under magnification. A 2012 Lincoln penny that was certified MS-70 read by a top grading agency like PCGS or NGC can fetch thousands, or in rare cases, hundreds of thousands. Color and luster: Lincoln pennies come in 3 main finishes. Red, brown, and brown red coins are the most desirable for modern copper-plated zinc cents. Provenance and auction frenzy: sometimes, a coin gains additional value simply because of its backstory, its inclusion in a famous collection, or a bidding war at a major auction. The $585,349 Lincoln penny ticked all the boxes: rare, mint error, perfect condition, certified by a top grading service, sold in a high-profile auction, and just like that, a tiny copper-colored coin became one of the most valuable modern pennies ever sold. Part 4. Current market value and trends. So, what's the current market doing? Right now, in 2025, collectors are actively hunting down high-grade 2012 Lincoln pennies. The coin market is booming, and prices for key-date modern coins are on the rise. If you have a brilliant uncirculated 2012 penny, especially one graded MS-67 or above, it could easily be worth between $150 to $2,000 depending on rarity and error. Coins with visible mint errors can fetch even more. Recent sales include 2012 D double die reverse, sold $4.650212 S proof Lincoln cent PR70 RD DCAM, sold $4.18002012 off-center strike, sold for $9,502,012 penny with clipped planchet, sold $4.375, but none of them come close to the $585,349 monster sale, proving that even in modern coinage, lightning can strike. Part 5. How to check if you have a valuable 2012 penny. Here's what you should do. Look at the date and mint mark. Check if it's from Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco. Examine the coin closely. Use a magnifying glass or microscope. Look for doubling, die cracks, or anything unusual. Check the color. A bright red penny in pristine condition has much more value. Weigh the coin. A normal 2012 penny should weigh 2.5 grams. If it's heavier or lighter, it could be struck on the wrong planchet, a major error. Consider professional grading. If your coin looks flawless or has an error, consider sending it to PCGS or NGC for professional certification. So the next time you get change at the store, pay attention. That 2012 Lincoln penny you almost left behind could be a hidden gem, a tiny treasure worth a life-changing amount of money. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to JF Coin for more amazing stories, market updates, coin histories, and insider tips on how to spot rare coins. Hit that bell icon so you never miss a video, because you never know, your next penny could make you a millionaire. Thanks for watching, and keep collecting. Stay curious. Stay lucky. Until next time, this is JF Coin. Welcome back to JF Coin, your #1 destination for discovering rare treasures hiding in plain sight. Today, we're diving deep into a coin that may be sitting quietly in your pocket change, junk drawer, or coin jar. It's small, it's copper-plated, and it's easily overlooked. But what if I told you this little coin could be worth over $500,000? Yes, you heard that right. We're talking about the 2012 Lincoln penny. While millions were minted, a very specific type of this penny has shocked collectors, historians, and auction houses alike. With a current market value reaching as high as $585,350, the 2012 Lincoln penny is now being hailed as one of the most surprising modern coin discoveries in recent history. So how can a coin that's barely over a decade old be worth so much money? What makes this ordinary-looking penny such an extraordinary collector's item? Stick with me until the end because we are going to uncover every single detail, from its origin story to the specific features that can turn this common coin into a rare treasure. Let's rewind the clock. In 2012, the United States Mint continued production of the familiar Lincoln cent, featuring the profile of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Union Shield on the reverse. It was the third full year the shield design had been used after replacing the Lincoln Memorial reverse in 2010. Minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, billions of these coins flooded circulation. And at first glance, they all looked the same. Copper-plated zinc, 2.5 grams in weight, and bearing the classic motto, Lincoln's profile, and the mint mark. But in the world of coin collecting, not all coins are created equal. A few rare 2012 Lincoln pennies have now been discovered with peculiar errors and astonishing anomalies. These are not your everyday coins. We're talking about double dies, off-center strikes, misaligned dies, and transitional errors that should not even exist for this year. And when collectors see rarity mixed with error, values skyrocket. One of the most notable error coins is a 2012 penny with a dramatic double die obverse, where Lincoln's features, lettering, and date appear to have shadows or duplicate impressions. This is caused when the die that strikes the coin shifts slightly between strikes, creating a doubling effect. Some of these have already sold for thousands of dollars at major auction houses, but it gets even more incredible. There have been reports of 2012 Lincoln pennies struck on bronze planchets, the same metal composition used in pre-1982 cents. These planchets were supposed to be long gone by 2012, which makes these error coins essentially impossible, or so we thought. When a 2012 Lincoln penny struck on a bronze planchet showed up and was authenticated by a top grading service, its estimated value exploded. One was recently appraised at $585,350. Yes, that's not a typo. A penny worth over $500,000, but that's not all. Let's talk about condition and grading. Even without errors, high-grade Lincoln pennies from 2012 can fetch serious money. A 2012 penny in perfect mint state condition, graded MS-70 by PCGS or NGC, can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars to the right collector. Why? Because collectors seek perfection. And in a sea of billions, Only a handful are flawless. So what should you be looking for? Start by checking the mint mark. Coins from the San Francisco Mint, with the mark, are usually proof coins and often not released into circulation. If you find a 2012 penny outside a proof set, that's your first clue. Next, check for doubling on Lincoln's eye, the lettering, or the date. Use a magnifier if needed. Look for off-center strikes where part of the design is missing. Examine the weight. A 2012 penny should weigh 2.5 grams. If it's closer to 3.1 grams, you might have a rare bronze planchet error on your hands. Also, check the color. Is it darker than usual? Does it have a rainbow-like toning? Some naturally toned coins, when combined with other rarities, can increase in value due to their aesthetic appeal. Now let's talk about the market. Coin values change over time based on supply, demand, and interest. In recent years, the market for modern-era coins has exploded. More collectors are getting involved, social media is fueling coin-collecting communities, and auction platforms like eBay, heritage auctions, and great collections are seeing intense bidding wars for coins like the rare 2012 penny. One collector paid over $585,000 for a 2012 penny simply because it had a perfect storm of features: rare composition, mint error, and immaculate preservation. And guess what? There could be more out there. Sitting in a piggy bank. Hiding in a cup holder. Sitting quietly in a forgotten box of coins from a garage sale. So what should you do now? Go through your coins. Seriously, check your 2012 pennies. Get a scale, a magnifying glass, and maybe even submit your finds to a grading service. It could be the best investment you ever make. Remember, coin collecting isn't just about money, it's about history, mystery, and discovery. Every coin tells a story. And the story of the 2012 Lincoln penny is still being written. If you like this video and want more exciting stories about rare coins, their values, and how you can find them in your change, make sure to subscribe to JF Coin, the ultimate place where small coins hold big secrets. Thanks for watching. Keep hunting, keep collecting, and who knows, maybe you're just one penny away from your biggest discovery yet.